Hey ladies, welcome back. If you're new here and you don't know me, my name is Kelly. I'm a spiritual life coach. Today I wanted to talk about self-sabotage. So self-sabotage is something that really can ruin your life. And we self-sabotage a lot of times because we don't know what we want in life. We have a goal or something in mind that we do want, but we haven't made our minds up that we truly want it. We haven't gotten truly aligned with that decision that, okay, I want to get married, or I want this dream job, or I want to start this business, or, whatever the case may be. You're not aligned with it. You haven't made that decision that this is what I'm doing. Or sometimes you get it. So you get the thing, you get the house, you get married, you get the job, and it's like you can't handle what you have. It's like you can't emotionally handle that just happened for you, and you start to self-sabotage. So maybe you start the business, but you feel like you can't maintain your weight and also still have a business, or maintain a good health, still have a business, still have good thriving relationships. So you start to sacrifice your health and you start eating crappy foods. Or maybe you get married and you feel like, all right, so now that I'm married, I can't maintain my relationships with my friends, and I also can't eat healthy. So maybe you start to gain weight, maybe your relationship with your friends start to suffer, who knows, maybe your business starts to suffer, or you feel like maybe, oh, I can't get married and have a business and have a successful business, so you start gaining weight then. So there's just so many different ways you can self-sabotage something, or you have a great relationship and you start picking fights with the person that you're in relationship with. So it can manifest in a lot of different ways, but again, it's because you don't have that not emotional intelligence, but you don't have the capacity, you don't have the mental, the emotional capacity to handle what has manifested. And this is something that I'm still working through. Things still pop up with me and I'm like, wait, am I self-sabotaging? So it's really important to be aware of this self-sabotage. So at least if you're aware of it, you can at least try to stop yourself. Or if other people see it and they're aware of it, they can at least say, hey, Kelly, what's going on? I noticed that you've been eating these foods that, you're not aligned with and that you don't like to eat. So, but you also, made a lot of money this month. So, hey, you self-sabotaging? So it's important to just try to really be aware of this now that you know that this is a thing, and try to recognize the pattern. Okay, when I do this, or when I made this amount of money this month, and now I am not making the best food choices, and now I'm starting to gain weight. So it's really important to recognize this pattern and just be aware of it, so you know when it happens what you need to do. So it's important to have some kind of rules, some kind of systems in place, so you know what to do when this self-sabotage starts to come up. So for example, if we'll go back to the eating healthy, maintaining healthiness. So if you're around a lot of people who do not make wise decisions when it comes to their health, then you need to really be on top of your game when it comes to that. So that means only eating certain foods, meal prepping, only eating your vegetables and your protein, having those meals prepped. So when you're out with those people, you're not making those decisions. Making sure you work out, instead of just working out 1 or 2 times a week, make sure you're working out 5 times a week. So you're really in something called like athlete mode. So that is very important as well. So just know what kind of environment you need to be in, or what kind of environment you need to take yourself out of, just to make sure you're not self-sabotaging. So I'll tell you about myself, for example. I've been on the fitness journey. So I started a fitness program, meal prepped, hung out with somebody who doesn't make the best food choices, decided, oh, I'm just gonna get a small fry. Not a big deal. I'll eat dinner later at home. So I get the fry, I eat my meal at home. Next day, that person, they're out, they get like a milkshake or something like that. I'm like, oh, not a big deal. I'll just get, a sweet tea, or I'm not supposed to be eating sugar on this plan, so I'll get a sweet tea, or I'll get a milkshake, or I'll get a fry, whatever the case was at that time. And so got something else that day. Went home, started to not develop a taste for these healthy meals, so I think I got fast food that night. And it's just downward spiral from there. So there's certain people I cannot hang around. It just puts me in a place that I don't want to be mentally in my mindset, because I am still working on my mindset. But even as someone who is set in their mindset and what they want to do, sometimes being around certain people bring you to a place that you once were at that you're no longer at, but just constantly hanging around those people is bring you back down to that place, because who we hang around, that really does influence, who we are and the thoughts we think and how we speak. Try to be aware of self-sabotage and when you are self-sabotaging, so you can catch it right in its path. So I really hope that helped you guys in some kind of way, and I will talk to you tomorrow. Bye.